Hello everybody and welcome back to FM24 with the Youth Academy Challenge of CD Toledo, and today we're taking on Barcelona in the league, which will be interesting because we've got a big injury to worry about. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the save, and today we're taking on Barcelona, who sit one place below us on the same level of points. It's going to be interesting. Yes, looking at the league table then, you can see Real Madrid are top. 23 games played, 18 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses, 56 points. Atletico Madrid, 22 games played, 17 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss, 55 points. Us in third, 23 games played, 16 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses, plus 27 goal difference, 52 points. And Barcelona on there as well, 23 games played, 17 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses, 36 goal difference, 52 points. The top 4, of which we are now a part of, are 12 points ahead of 5th. So we have already broken away from that group after around about 22, 23 games played. So yeah, it's looking very good for us indeed. And we've lost the same amount of games as the league leaders. It's just that we've drawn 2 more where they got 2 wins, one of them being obviously against us. But yeah, the big news, Miguel Moreno is out with a broken leg. Very irritating. Broke his leg against Athletic Bilbao, going to be out for a further 2 to 4 months. You can see his bravery has taken a hit, as is his balance as well. But bravery is normally the big one that goes down after such a big injury. Very annoying and disappointing to see that happen, because he had been in some very good form this year. A 7.18 rating, 4 assists, 8 goals, 20 in 20 appearances. Yeah, he's been doing very well indeed. And it has, whilst it scuppers us a little bit, it's opened up an opportunity for someone who we'll get onto in a minute. But yeah, 3-2 loss against Atletico Madrid. After that, a 0-0 draw with Alaves. We beat Las Palmas 5-2 in the Copa del Rey. Beat Shakhtar 2-0 in the Europa League. Drew with Athletic Bilbao, where Moreno broke his leg. Beat Levski Sofia 4-2, which guaranteed us a straight path through to the Europa League round of 16. So we get this week off from European football. We beat Mallorca 4-2 in La Liga. Beat Espanyol 2-0 in the Copa del Rey 4th round. Lost to Barcelona 3-1 in the quarterfinals of the Copa del Rey. And we've just beaten Burgos 4-1. And a man that is very much amongst the goals in Moreno's absence is Inigo Mendoza, who was asking for more game time, and Moreno got injured just as he asked, so he slipped in nicely into the first team now and is playing in this striker role. Brings with him a number of sort of average physical attributes. Jumping reach is very good, strength is very good, so a different player to Moreno, but doing the job really well. Good composure, finishing is decent, first touch is good, passing technique, vision, off the ball's really good, which really helps for a striker. Yeah, he's getting into some very good positions. 4 goals in 10 games, and all those 10 games have pretty much come since Moreno got injured. So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on and how he gets on against Barcelona. We still go into the games against Barcelona really not as the favourites, really as the sort of second favourites or the least favourites to win. But you can tell we're playing better because a lot of people are starting to get wanted. Crimson Mori has sort of lost his position. He wants to go out on loan to get a move. You've already decided you're going to leave at the end of your contract at the end of next season. So, yeah, you will be moving on. But you are 31, so you've not got too much time left in you. And I think, let me know in the comment section, Crimson, but if you want to let this player carry on retiring, we'll get you back as a staff member. I'm happy to do that. But if not, we'll give you a new regen in one of the intakes after you've left the club. You've had a very good career with us, but unfortunately, you've dropped down the pecking order since we've got some of our new youngsters in. Vallejo's also picked up an injury, and nowhere near as severe. He's only got a few weeks out left, or 3 days. But yeah, our model citizen winger is doing very well indeed. He is improving substantially as well, so we'll keep an eye on him throughout the seasons and see how it goes. But yeah, overall we're playing well. We're doing very well. The system and the taking it slower and trying to think what we're doing against each component is working very well. And they could be in a 4-2-2-2. Have they recently got a new manager? I feel like they may have got a new manager. No, Xavi is still there. Xavi is still their manager. So a 4-2-2-2 is interesting. Obviously, we're going to exploit the wings. We've got to overload the fullbacks. Although an inverted fullback is going to come in. So potentially an overlap, or definitely using those wings. Roaming playmaker will leave him quite isolated. Fullback will push on. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. We could overlap on our left, underlap on our right. It's just how do we deal with these 4 in here, which will be very, very interesting. Now, I do have a system that we can load in. It's actually very, very similar to this. It's just that it goes a little bit more defensive. So we put a ball-winning midfielder there. We put a deep-lying playmaker on support here, and then a defensive midfielder there. But I'm also not too sure against the 4-2-2. This is the lineup we're probably going to start with because it's been very consistent and very good, other than Jan Petric having a little bit of a knock, which means you cannot feature in today's game. So we'll dive into the under-19s, go and find another one of our wingers, and Mocha can step up because we've used him a few times this season already in the senior squad. Yeah, so we've got this. So I think wing back. Do I want to do that? That will leave us 3v4 if they leave all people up. We may go to fullbacks for this one. I think we are. I think we're just going to go to fullbacks, a little bit more defensive, try and leave these front 3 up there on their own. And then, yeah, so in possession, we said, what did I say? Their left-hand side was a fullback, so we're going to underlap right while he moves out, and we're going to overlap on the left. Try that. We're not actually going to play out of defence on this one. We're going to go a little bit more direct, try and hit them on the counter. We do want to play wider, and we want to focus play down the wings because they're playing that very narrow system. In transition, yeah, I do want us to sort of keep the ball with that. We will not counter press the start, and we are going to keep our sort of, out of opposition in possession. I'm trying to remember what OOP stands for. Out of possession, that's what it stands for. It was up there somewhere. It's up there somewhere. And we'll start on positive, but we might drop down to balance. That's how we're going to start. As I said, we're definitely not the favourites for this game. Barcelona will definitely be the favourites. We're not even actually at the game yet. But it should be an interesting one to see how it goes. Now, while we're waiting for the game to load, if you're interested in any other sports, go and check out the second channel. I'll try and remember. It'll be in the description below, and I'll try and put it in the top corner. Try and remember to link it in the top corner. Because over there is lots of EAFC. I've started a top spin series. That'll be coming out by the time you've seen this, I think. And yeah, it's going to be good fun. I'm also tempted to do a Manor Lords series on there, but I might just play that game in any free time that I do eventually get. But we'll see how it goes. So that's how we're going to line up. The opposition are looking like they're going to be in this 4-2-2. So I still think what we're going to do is just press all of the back lot and don't let them out. And then we're going to see how these boys all line up. I know that he's a complete forward, which is always very tough to do anything against because complete forwards do everything. You can't really man mark them because they're like an advanced forward. You can't really man mark them because they're like a deep line forward and they drop really deep. So we'll see how it goes. Now, sometimes our scouts have been wrong as well about what they're going to do. If you carry your last performance in, we'll do well. I'm going to say go and cause some upsets. I don't want to put too much pressure on. I still think we are very clearly the underdogs in a game like this, but given that we've come this far and we're still challenging, we're only 3 points off the top of the lead, is absolutely incredible. But here we go then. Barcelona are lining up in a 4-2-2-2. They are on a 5-game winning streak, which is absolutely crazy, and good for them. Good for them. We'll go into extended highlights. I feel like this is going to have to be a game that we pay quite a lot of attention to. So Phil Lewis goes up to Maria to start, and Van Riel straight away wins the ball back. He is very good, Van Riel. He scored against us, I think, in both games. No, we won the other game, didn't we? Yeah, he scored. He's definitely scored against us in the Copa del Rey quarterfinals and basically dictated the play. We might go and tackle him hard as well. So I want to see. They're getting... Yeah, okay. So that's our wing back, who has been drawn in by Makado, who's the complete forward. So now we just need to make sure that we're in a position to deal with that cross. That is absolutely woeful marking. That is. Okay, right. They've got in very easily in behind us, so let's drop this back. We're not going to go and press them. In fact, yes, we are. We're still going to press them. We're just going to drop our lines a little bit deeper. That was mightily impressive. 1 minute and 20 seconds in, and a ball just straight... I mean, it's so easy. Macedo drops so deep. Don't know what to do with him. Stanley comes forward. Just swing... It's so far away, that cross. And Liam Olick is just jogging back by the time Mark A responds to it and reacts. That is an unbelievable goal. It's the cross more than anything. It's the cross from Stanley, which was incredible. But yeah, hopefully dropping our line back a little bit will help us out. Andrew Neeson goes long, not ideal. Okay, what we don't want to do is just give possession back to him. And I feel like that's what we're doing. Good tackle from Morea. Morea cuts inside, gives it away, wins it back again, and then goes back to Joe Page. Joe Page tries to play it out. Dave Supreme goes back to Liam Hollick. Out to Supreme Dave again. Akinde. Back to Dave Supreme. Out to Andres. This is where we need to get the sort of number in the overloads, is in the wide positions. Pozzo tackled, but picked up by Andres, who signed a new contract, by the way. Real Madrid no longer had interest in him, so he's happy to sign a contract. Pozzo squares it. Mendoza, come on, 1-1. We're back in it again. We got behind them down the wings. 1-1, 7 minutes, or nearly 8 minutes gone, and we are in this game. Really good play. It's what we wanted to do, is overload their wide positions. A great run from Pozzo. Good pass from Akinde. One touch, crossfield pass. Mendoza got there braver in front of the defender, and that is awesome. Okay, 1-1. I'd still think we don't... I think if we do this, then we keep the ball a little bit better. That's what I'm aiming to do. I don't think we need to give the ball back to Barcelona with long balls if we can hold on to it. Pozzo, Neeson turns. Akinde, good save. Oh, we can't put the rebound in. And now there's a huge counter-attack on. And I am normally very, very risky with my corners. But in our defending corners, in our attacking corners, we are now going to say stay back. Not stay back if needed. Stay back. We're going to keep someone back for our corners. Did I do that on both? Did I do that on both sides? I know they've got a free kick, which they're probably going to score. Because if you don't see the highlight that gives the free kick away, then yeah, let's change that to stay back. If you don't see the highlight where you give the free kick away, they normally score, but they don't. Hutwelka puts it wide. I want to see what they're actually doing with it. If they've got an advanced playmaker, we're going to try and just basically take him out the game. Ball in. Liam Hollick clears really well. Pozzo flicks it on, helps clear the danger. I don't mind that at all. 2 AMs. Okay, wow, they're going to be running around all over the place. Van Riel is... Yeah, we're doing all that. I think we can do something to Van Riel. We're just going to say when he gets on the ball, just smash him. Like, I don't want to man mark him because he's a roaming playmaker. But at the moment, 3 shots on 2 on target for us, 3 shots, 1 on target for them. It's really not a bad start. Mendoza, free kick off the bar. Oh, my word. Akinde from range, it's bouncing around. It's a corner. Let's keep this encouraging. Let's keep encouraging. Come on, boys. This is really good against Barcelona. Mendoza swings in the corner. Now, he is quite tall and good in the air, so I'll probably want him in there taking them. But for now, we'll leave it as it is with him on the corners. But it's good. It's positive. We are playing very well. As I said, we beat Barcelona in the league last time we played them. So it's really not too bad. We know we can do well against. They weren't playing this. They played a 4-3-3 last time we played them. So we will have to keep our eye on what they're doing. I'm tempted to say, do we go and tackle Marque? Good as well. But I think... Oh, Van Riel. Good save, Joe Page. I'm wondering if Marquis only got a high rating because he scored. We haven't seen too many highlights with him doing it. I am going to take the assistant's recommendation there in the bottom left of play for set pieces because generally we are quite good at them and we're probably a slightly more physical team than Barcelona. So I think we are in a position to play for set pieces. As Akinde, I mean, it looked like Pito pushed Akinde and then Pito fell over. But the referee has probably been paid off by Barcelona, like we know in real life that they were doing at some point, paying for a consultancy of a ref or something. But yeah, it is a penalty. It's been given, and it's Van Riel, and he keeps up his track record of scoring against me and being a bit of a I'm trying to swear less in my videos, being a bit annoying. Let's leave it as that. Van Riel. Penalties are so irritating because that's the only thing that's going to push their XG above ours. We have been in the game. We have been massively in this game up to that point. And it's a dodgy penalty as well. I don't even think that is... I'm going to be positive here. I'm going to be positive. It's a good first half. They've all lost focus. Keep going. Keep going. I mean, other than the penalty, it has been a good half. It has been a good half. I feel like we've played pretty well. We are going to... just crump a few more players like Marque and Pito. If they get on the ball, tackle them hard. Don't let them get away. into anything in behind our defence as Motta, Van Riel. You can see we are cutting off these passing lanes here as best as we can. They are still picking up a bit of space, but we are trying our best as Ruiz de la Garreta, that's a great name, picks up the ball, but we're not going to see anything of that. Now, the problem is, are Barcelona just going to turn the screw and make things happen? Carmelo, Armuda, Pito knocks it down to Stanley. He's already whipped in one amazing cross today. Stanley comes forward into the box, tries to cut it back. Akinde clears, and Motta recycles it out to Pito. Pito's in! Good save, Joe Page. Really good save. Pushed it into the danger zone, but I don't mind that because he kept it out of the goal. Mendoza back to Andreas Quiquez, but nothing to come of that. It's starting to look like it's more and more Barcelona causing the issues. Phil Lewis, that's a great ball, exploiting the space down the flanks. Moreira, he's got a man free. It's Pozzo who is injured. Why are you heading it from about 30 yards out? What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Is it brain damage? A thigh injury? Right, you're coming off. Now, Jan Petrik's been our man to come on in these positions. Now, we could move Mendoza out wide. He's having a good game where he's playing. Could do... No, let's do John Parsons, and then we'll swap you two over and see if Parsons can get his big old head on anything at the back post. Pozzo with an injury. We can't have any passengers. He's playing well on a 7.5, but we do need 11 fit bodies out there to take on Barcelona. Good tackle from Parsons. Motta picks up the loose ball into Caramalo. Swings it out to Stanley, who's getting a lot of space. Ball in. Huckvelter isn't going to trouble Joe Page with that sort of header. 2-1. They've got back into the game, haven't they? They have got back into the game. What can we do here to try and explore? So he is pushing up really high. Really high. I'm just wondering if we change these boys into wingers. Go inverted wingers. And then what we're going to do is tell them to start really wide. Just to try and exploit the space that's going to be left by both of them. We could also go for it a little... I mean, we're losing, so we might as well go for it a little bit more. We'll go for it a little bit more there. How is Akinde doing? He's having a decent game. Dave Supreme isn't, so we're going to switch you two over. Dave Supreme off for Crimson Mori, who I know is pissed off and wants to leave the club, but I do think can still offer us something. Kike Andreas can come off for Xavi. We're going to do changes at both. German Tenor comes on as well. Leaves us with one sub to go to try and make a difference. We are on positive. We could push it up. We could push our lines up again. But I'd like to see us try and get back into this game without changing that. Good turn from Parsons. Putting a cross in. Not the best cross, to be honest. And Makeda will look to bring it away. John Parsons is still young, so doesn't always make the right decisions. And that, I think, was proven there. It really wasn't a good decision. But it's a good tackle from Akinde. Mendoza is forced wide down the left. Can he find a cross? He cuts it back. Akinde! He had so much time and space on the ball. So much time and space. They're throwing so many men forward. We'll keep it as mixed because Mendoza's good in the air. But Akinde, just with the wild shot from the edge of the box. Kazushi comes forward with it. That's not a good pass, is it? For someone that's got like passing 17. Hutvelka, good turn. Good save, Joe Page again. Kazushi giving it away this time. Pito on it. I'm wondering if we do low crosses, will it encourage the little cutbacks when we get in those positions? But we'll see. Good tackle from Xavi, who's on the other fullback position at the moment. 20 minutes to go. Yeah, we've not really been outplayed. I still think that penalty is just what's... So again, Pedro Moreira, 6.8. Yeah, I'll be on the right-hand side again, which will be an issue. 6.4 for Liam Hollick, probably because you let Marquez get away. We've got Miguel Martinez, who's not a bad youngster. Richard Lynn could come on and do a job. Mocha, as a youngster, could come on and do a job. Mocha has not the greatest acceleration. Miguel Martinez is quicker, so we're going to go for pace. Pedro Moreira off. Martinez on this side. And then I think we are going to say, more often than not, let's just go for those low crosses. We're going to give it a bit more time, and then we'll start pushing the lines up and see if we can hassle Barcelona into something. Yeah, there's about to be 10 minutes to go. They're sort of shutting us down a little bit, aren't they? So let's... So in transition, we'll start to launch counters. We'll say the goalkeeper can do whatever he likes. We're going to push numbers forward with an overlap. We will try and get the ball forward a little bit quicker. Maybe get some more set pieces. And we're going to have to go higher. Get stuck in. Really press. I'm hoping the fact that we've got players with quite a bit of energy left, this isn't going to just open up loads of space behind us, but it might do. It might do. It wouldn't surprise me if Barcelona do hit us on a counter-attack. As he's in, it's a goal. I've got a feeling he's offside, but that will be evident now. He's not offside. Yeah, the changes, I think, have... even though they've literally only just come into play, I think they've made us far too attacking and high up the pitch. But we have to try and do something. It doesn't matter if you lose 2-1 or 3-1. It doesn't really matter. Akinde from range again. I mean, seriously, mate. Right? There's a reason why you're playing at blooming holding midfield. I mean, you've got to shoot less off and on. Blooming hell. You've got to shoot less off and on. Ball in. Well done, Liam Hollick. Akinde. Martinez. Back to Liam Hollick. Out to Tenor. Back to Liam Hollick again. Akinde. There's a bit of space for him to find. Crimson Mori. Mendoza. Tenor comes forward with it. Not really getting many options or support, but into Mendoza. Header's over the bar. The header is over the bar. I guess if we're playing this attacking now, we may as well go back to inside forwards on both wings to try and get those really good attacking underlaps. As Mendoza's in, he's won the ball. Mendoza! Oh my God, why didn't he just shoot? Honestly, it's our decision making that's cost us this game. The penalty... The opportunities we've had for square balls or not shooting and then shooting and not shooting quick enough, and Crimson Mori's just literally put that behind for a goal kick. I know you want to leave the club, but that is not ideal. It's 11 shots each in this game. They've just been more clinical on target. Crimson Mori, Tenor, Kazushi, back to Tenor. That's good football. It's a really high lofted ball in. Why are you playing that sort of cross? These boys just need to grow up and get a bit more mature in terms of their decision making on the ball. But it's been I don't think we deserve to lose 3-1. I will claim a dodgy penalty. I will say it was a dodgy penalty that's pretty much changed this game. And we've created chances. Our finishing has just been absolutely woeful. As Aguirre gets in behind our high line but puts it wide. Yeah, I mean, it was 2-1. We tried to push. They scored. I'm not too disappointed with the result and the way we've played. Again, I think it does show that we are fighting with the big teams, the top four, and we're part of that top four. But yeah, an XG is like 0.8, so minus 0.8 off that and you get 1.9. So they're not actually that much better XG than us. Yeah, they dominated the game, but we played to be more deep, and we noticed that decision to change early on. I'm not too upset. I'm not too disappointed. I don't really want to be that angry. So what I might do is just go no gesture and let the assistant do it and see. They all reacted well to what he said. He's far from pleased. So I'm not actually that disappointed. We're only 5 points off, 6 points off the lead. It's still at 9 points ahead of 5th. They've got a game in hand, so it could be 6 points. But honestly, I'm not too annoyed by that. I'm really not too annoyed by that. If we look at how everything worked tactically, Pozzo's, it's a little cut on your leg, mate. Why are you out for 10 days? It's a little cut on your leg. Unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, we've now won one, lost one against Barcelona in the league. So it's really not too bad. But yeah, again, if you look, it's a lot of green, a lot more green than red this season, which is really, really good to see. And we do have, again, similar to last time when we played Barcelona and Real Madrid, we've got a bit of a run of easier games coming up. Granada, Sevilla, Sociedad, Valencia, Levante, Vigo, Getafe, all before we play Madrid is really good. So whoever we draw in the Europa League will decide when we come back, and I think that's going to be how it plays out for this season from here. It's all going to depend on the Europa League. But thank you so much for watching. Disappointing that Moreno's got that broken leg. Disappointing Jan Petric was out as well, because he's become a bit of a good super sub for us. Vallejos was injured as well, which is another right winger option we didn't have. But Mendoza does keep up his record of doing very well. So he has played his way into first team contention, which is really good. But thank you so much for watching. Please do continue to leave your comments, leave your likes and subscribe. It's the best way to show you're enjoying this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.